represents a dung beetle. You're seeing in the Beatles Abbey Road. There it is there. Here it is in Rosemary's Baby, which was a woman whose baby was taken from her by a demonic occult. And this down here, here's 35. This is the boy. You'll see this in a minute. So let's blow the plate up. You know, it's on a yellow Volkswagen. These people were going to be the stand-in in the movie The Shining in case the other group, for whatever reason, couldn't fulfill their part as playing in the role in The Shining. Here's your 35. That's your pedo code for boys. Danny was a boy in the movie, but they were going to have a girl playing a boy right here. There's the finger. There's the finger. There's the finger. And there's the finger. I couldn't be this right if I was this wrong. Just bear with me, because I'm right about this. This is a pedophile cult that's running around up there doing this shit. That's why the fucking feds stopped me from getting up there.
Sense is a horrific act, but the truth is, we may never know why it happened.
Heartbreaking new details out of West Greenwich tonight. We have now confirmed that a man shot his wife and children, just 2 and 5 years old, before killing himself.
No, he didn't.
Good evening, I'm Patrice Wood.
And I'm Dan Janik. His wife, 7 months pregnant with their third child. Her family.
This is what Stephanie? Stephanie had her 2 kids. And what? There was a neighbor kid sleeping over. That's the third kid. This is a mirrored story.
Family now remembering her as a loving mother. NBC 10's Gabrielle Cracciolo is live in West.
There's the finger. There's the Masonic white glove. There's the Saturnian black jacket.
Greenwich now with these heartbreaking details. Gabrielle?
Dan, Patrice, police are finally telling us what happened, but it's the why that remains a mystery. They say their investigation has yet to unveil why a husband would shoot and kill his pregnant wife and their 2 young.
Damn it, it's the pedophile wing that's doing that shit. They're taking them kids. And I'm about to prove it to you.
Children. It's making the grieving process just that much harder.
Was just the.
So this is the cousin? You show me where there's any grieving going on here. For those of you that know me, you know how tore up I was. I mean hardcore. I mean beyond its listen. Where my head was is a place you never want to go.
Light in the room.
See, you see this here? That's a micro smile. It's called a micro expression. She's trying not to smile. This is the cousin. And you just had Christmas with her, and this is how you act when she's brutally murdered.
It was awesome.
That's how Daniela Root.
Big red flag here. There's the teal panties. Okay? See the dog here? I'm about to turn you on to something that's going to solidify this thing. Here's the teal panties. Right here. Then that's your pedophile symbol.
Ruta's family wants to make sure she's remembered.
She was. It's so hard.
You see how she's trying not to smile?
Hard to describe her with it.
So this is the person that was shot with a shotgun like Stephanie. And somehow you find the time to smile like Stephanie's mom and dad did? I'm curious how that works.
Words. She was wonderful. She was just, you could be so comfortable with her. She was so funny. She was so loving. Like, she was just there for everybody, and she just always had the right.
See, she's trying not to laugh.
Right thing to say.
The pregnant mom was shot and killed alongside her 2 kids, 2-year-old Felix and 5-year-old Adele, in their West Greenwich home last week. Police say it was her.
You notice what you see here, right? Police, yellow tape, right? None of that you saw at Stephanie's.
Her husband, Nicholas Arruda, who pulled the trigger before turning the gun on himself.
This is a heartbreaking time for the relatives and friends of the Arruda family, as well as the West Greenwich community.
investigation has yet.
I'm sending this guy a fucking thumb drive too, and I'm gonna tell him straight out, you and all your fucking Masonic cronies that are involved in this, don't think it ain't going unnoticed. These motherfuckers know exactly what happened, because they're in on it.
Yet to uncover a motive.
I wish there could be an explanation to help you make sense of this horrific act, but the truth is, we may never know why it happened.
Oh, but I do. That's funny that I can figure it out, but you have no idea.
They were called to do a wellness check at the
Exactly the same thing I did on Stephanie. It's called a welfare check, but it's the same thing. Because I didn't hear from her the next morning.
family home on Cheyenne Trail when Danielle didn't show up to her job at a law firm 2 days in a row.
We were all like in shock, just in.
Yeah, you look like it looks like you're just beside yourself. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know how you're handling the stress.
Disbelief.
Danielle's family, including her cousin Michaela, still can't believe what happened. They had just spent Christmas